Good dance floor. Here we go. Ding dong.
Who would I have the pleasure of speaking with?
My name is Joe. How you doing there?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine, Joe. I'm Eric with New Flow St. Louis. Thanks for having me
Oh,
over today.
nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Come on in. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you coming out here today.
Sure. So, why'd you call us out today? What do we got going on?
Well, we got a problem with our drain system, and we've had some major issues out here in this thing, and I guess the pipes under the house are just terrible. You know, we live on this slab, and the pipes here are just awful. You know, from what I understand, and people are they're everybody's telling me that these things are they can only clean them out so many times, and so I was hoping you could take a look at it and tell me what you think. I'm really interested in knowing what you think, Harry. You see what I'm saying there?
Yeah, sure. So, are we just taking a look at this today? Are we looking at getting it fixed, or just looking at it today?
No, if I just want you to take a look at it and tell me what you think right now today.
Okay. So just to be sure, we're not looking at fixing it. We're just looking to get it looked at.
Well, no, I mean, I definitely have to get it fixed. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't have you take off I didn't have you come out here for nothing. I definitely want to, I definitely want to get this thing fixed. You know what I'm saying there? So I definitely, no, I want to get this thing fixed here for sure, Eric. You know what I'm saying there?
Okay. Good. Uh, so who found the issue?
Hang on, just so Joe, just around the same page. What do you want to accomplish? If everything works out
Oh,
okay, like just that kind of like one more there because you got the
got it.
one.
Joe,
But
so just to be sure, what are we looking to accomplish today?
I got to get this thing fixed, Eric. I took off work and everything like this, so I got to get this thing up and running. You see what I'm saying there?
Okay, yeah, good. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So let's go take a
So,
look and see. I'll show you what I got here. See, like let's go walk to the bathroom. I'll show you how the thing doesn't work at all and things like that. If you don't
okay,
mind,
sure.
just go take a look at it.
So who found the issue?
Well, it was actually uh, we've all been experiencing it. My wife and I got my daughter's got eczema. Karen, she can't even, the last couple of days she has to been going to her grandmother's house and taking a bath or a shower. So it's just sporadically, it's like a time bomb. You never know when it's going to work or not work. And then we just get drain cleaning done all the time. You see all the coupons we have in the refrigerator, just drain cleaning after drain cleaning, and it'll work for a month or maybe even 3 months, and all of a sudden we have a problem with it again. You know, so that's pretty much that. And they told us they went through it. Several plumbers have gone through this, and they said it's there. And so really, my daughter pays the heaviest price for this though, because she has her eczema, and then my wife, she starts to worry, and you know how women get. She gets extremely worried about it.
Yeah, what did they say?
Well, they said that we can't live like this anymore. My wife is like, we have to do something about this. I know you keep, hiring drain guys, but every time we have some guy come over, it's just like you're exposing our family to other people and things like that. And she goes, we got to stop this. We have to, she goes, people have been telling us to just get this thing, fixed, right? And you're not doing it, Joe. You see, so she's kind of upset with me because she thinks that I'm not taking care of things. And she said it's your responsibility. You're the man of the house to take care of this stuff, and you're just not doing it. And so she's a little bit upset with me right now, actually.
Yeah, what was that like?
Well, it's awful, because I love my family and I love everybody. My daughter and my son Wyatt, who's got asthma. I got to take care of him. I coach little league, and I take my daughter to swimming, and I try and do everything for my family. But then this stuff happens. It looks like I don't care, and I do care, Eric. I care deeply.
Well, Joe, um, I just got to tell you, man, I really respect that you are taking responsibility for your family, and I just want to let you know
I
that
appreciate you saying
I
that.
yeah I do admire that. I really do. Um,
That's so nice of you to say that, Eric. That's really nice of you to say that.
oh well, thanks for having me over to come and look at this. And
You
yeah,
want
I
to
mean,
you want to you want to you want a cup of coffee or something to Or a glass of water. I'm not sure it's with the whole stuff going on here. I'm not sure if it's appropriate, but I got a bottle of water if you want one at least, or something like that. Would you like?
Sure, yeah, I'll take a bottle of water.
Sure, I'll get
Yeah,
you a bottle of water and we'll take it from there. Okay.
great, thank you.
Sure.
Uh, so, Joe, I want to ask you, do you normally have someone who comes over to look at this, like a friend or another company or anything?
I usually use Acme as my normal guy. He normally does it all for me for drains. But then I've been shopping around now using different drain guys because you know Acme said that they're afraid that they put their routing machine in, their whole thing's going to collapse because the last time they took out some pieces of pipe when they put their machine in there, said that's it. You need to call. You need to get this thing done from somebody else.
Oh wow, they didn't even
Yeah.
offer to help.
Well, they told me that I need to find somebody to do relining. They told me to Google it, and that they couldn't do it anymore. So it was like that they're done with this. They said they don't want to risk collapsing the drain system and then them getting blamed. They said there's a time where they're gonna put their routing machine in there, it's gonna collapse, and so they said they refuse to work on it anymore.
Oh wow. Oh, well, have you shopped around already, or we the first one?
Yeah, I tried a couple other guys, and a couple other guys they just said we can poke a hole in it, but it's still not going to work permanently. And one guy worked on it for 4 hours and he couldn't really get it unclogged. Then he finally got it through, and he said, but he goes, that's just the dirt. He goes, the dirt is part of your pipe now. He goes, that's just going to collapse. But he goes, you can use it for now. But he got it working last time, so we really realized we got to get something done here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. So so was it Acme that told you about us?
No, we kind of researched online. Then there's actually a yeah. So Acme didn't tell you. No, they didn't tell us about you. They were just, they said we got to find a different way. They said we can repipe it and things like that. But they never got back to us with a price. Once the virus thing hit, nobody would come out and give us a price on the piping. You know what I'm saying there?
Oh man, they wouldn't even come out and give you a price. Did you call the manager or the owner?
I tried to, but he wouldn't take my calls.
Oh geez. Well, are you sure you don't want to give him another shot?
No, we're done with that. We just want to get this thing fixed. I heard about you guys, and I was told that if I called you guys, you would be able to do it. And I talked to your person at the office. They said you absolutely would be able to help us today. You know,
Well, sure, yeah. So who did you talk to
You
at our office?
could be a chance for a magic moment there. Like, well, Joe, let me just say thanks for calling and give us the opportunity. Definitely, I'll be your personal concierge. Like that, be a
Yeah,
good little moment there, right there, where it's like, yeah, I was told you could help us. See how you become a solution there. You emerge as a solution there. Let's try
yeah,
that real quick. It's a
that
little
was
bit of a magic moment there.
yeah, that was tough. We were kind of jumping back around a little.
That's okay. You
Uh,
got it. So you diced it up until you got to the point where we're not going to use them anymore. That's good. I took a little patience with the conversation. Good job on it, actually, Eric, because it doesn't always go linear like that. You know what I'm saying?
cool. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm
You're
not
doing
re-
you're doing great, actually. You're doing great, actually. You're adapting, and you're getting to the landing point, which is Joe. You sure want to give him a second chance? Like,
yeah,
so getting to that landing point. So sometimes it's not always neat and easy, right? Especially when you're doing your kind of stuff. But it's especially on estimate calls, guys, a little bit different. Not quite as we hate the other guy. It's like the other guy tried, but he just doesn't have the tools or way to do this, kind of a thing. You probably run into. That's why I'm trying to adapt it to you. But you did a
yeah,
good job of doing exactly what you should do. You ask enough questions to the point where you said we don't want to use them anymore. And I heard you guys are really good and you could take care of us. Well, Joe, thanks for the opportunity. And whenever somebody says anything nice about you guys at all, always the thank you is never too many thank yous. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
That's just something you always throw in there. So yeah, I just heard you guys are really good and you could do this job and you could get it done for us. And you said you'd be able to take care of us. That's what the office told me here today.
great. Yeah. So who said we were really good?
Well, it was actually we did look it up online, on there, and then there's actually a friend of mine for the church who we know as well, but his name is Ernie Garcia, he used your services one time for his property. He has a commercial property he has in downtown St. Louis, and he used you guys too. You know.
Sure, actually, yeah, I actually remember talking to Ernie on that
Mhm.
job.
Yeah,
Uh, that's great. Would you mind if I told him that you said these nice things? I'm
that'd
sure
be
he'd appreciate.
awesome. You gonna tell him that?
Yeah, he'd love to hear that.
Hmm. Yeah, tell him he's a great guy. He really helped me out with this. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we appreciate that too. Yeah, I'll let him know, and thank you for bringing that up and letting me know.
My pleasure. My pleasure. You want to refill on that coffee?
Yeah, yeah.
Get your refill
I'll
on that
take.
coffee. There you go.
Yeah, I was drinking
Thanks so
water, but I'll
much.
take another coffee. I'll
Give
take
me
a
the.
coffee.
Get your water. Get your water. What the hell?
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
I'll have it,
Another
folks.
bottle.
We're
You gotta
already.
stay.
We're
You
already.
gotta stay hydrated, right? All
That's
right.
right.
Good for you. All right, Eric. So, so you would say, so Joe. I mean, let's say Joe. I went through the whole thing. So Joe, now tell me what you're going to do. Is like, here's the part where you say, well, Joe, now I'm going to go ahead and scope the sewer lines, do a
Right.
complete survey of the whole property. I'm going to look at the whole system, from the stack to the laterals under the house and then out in the street. And then I'm going to give you a full report at the end of it with the investment to get the job done. If I did that, I'm going to do that today is look at the property and things like that. And I'll be back to ask you when is a good time for us to go over the prices and stuff like that. And I'll get the information first the information to make the prices. So this is kind of the sequence now. It's like now you got a committed customer. There's not going to be any interference. You got some referrals. So it's all the highway's clear right now, right? Pretty good.
Right. Right.
Now it's like go ahead and tell me how you're going to do this, what your scoping process is, and then I'm going to come back and ask you when a good time to make a presentation of the solutions would be. Then Joe, at that point, that's how the staging would work for you. Make sense? So
Yeah.
so just tell me what you're going to do now. So Joe, right now I'm going to go ahead and tell me what you're going to do now.
So Joe, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at um, all the lines in your wastewater removal system, and I'm going to take a look at everything and see what's going on. And
Hmm.
after I do that, when's a good time today we can set to go over the options and our
Yeah,
solution?
just for you, I would say we're going to use a special camera to go inside the pipes and look at everything. So you can use all the technology and stuff you're going to tell me I'm going to do, and then
Right.
say, so Joe, then I'm going to touch base and ask you. I'm going to ask you what would be a good time for us to go over the prices at that time. So don't assume we're going to go over the prices. Say I'm going to ask you when would be a good time at that point. After I get done with all that, when you would like to get the prices to get the job completed here. Make sense? So then we'll come back and get this other level of commitment for you because you need a little bit more commitment to your situation because it's not like a broken furnace or whatever. It's got to have the commitment to, I'm going to look at the whole piping system and tell me you're going to do that. And then I'm going to ask you when the next time. So are you going to be available for me to ask you that question? Yeah. Okay. Or think about when would be a good time to get you and Julie together. And we'll talk about that after I'm done scoping things out here. Make sense? So that's
Yeah.
kind of what that would sound like, Eric. Make sense?
Right.
So go ahead and try it again one more time on that part.
Okay, Joe. Well, I'm going to take my sewer camera and I'm going to take a look at everything, the building drains, and
Mm-hmm.
when's a good time for you and Julie to meet with me and to go over the prices?
Well, we can do that today if you want to. I mean, we thought we could get it all wrapped up today. Is it because we're ready to move forward on this thing? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So you could say, Joe, just to be sure, if I went through the sewer system and I stayed here today, I do have other appointments, but if I said I clear my schedule and stayed with you today instead to get the prices worked out today, what would happen to make sure I'm on the same page?
Okay,
You see what I'm
sure.
saying, Eric? Try
Yeah.
that here. Yeah, so I'd like to get it done today if we could, Eric. I was told to get it done today,
Yeah, sure, Joe. I do have some other appointments today. If I were to say maybe I could reschedule those and sit down with you and do it today, what would happen then?
Yeah, we just get the damn thing done because we're ready to move forward, Eric. I didn't come out here to whistle Dixie. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
so let me stop you right there. Can I just give you a little feedback here? When I was
yeah.
in Phoenix with those guys, when I was in Phoenix, literally every single time they were just emailing prices to people. Like like they didn't even consider the fact that some people would just purchase on this call. It wasn't even in their brain. They were assuming that somebody wouldn't buy. Well, let me tell you something, Eric. 8 of the 10 calls we went on, they said, well, if you stay here today and do it and clear your schedule, we're ready to move forward. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Or it's like, wow. So that takes equity and time, like, cause it will take time to make those prices. Right. And, you're
sure.
like, okay, well then I'll clear my schedule then, Joe, if you're saying that. So if somebody commits to today, then you do that. But they say, well, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to, we're probably going to have to look, we're probably going to have to get the prices, and we're not ready to do the project till May anyway, or something like that. So, okay, well then I'll just make the scope it today, and we'll come back in early May and we'll show you the prices then. That's how we'll do it then. You see what I'm saying there? So we're going to time that presentation at the right time for you, because you only estimate calls, right? It's a little different. So, so it's not, so sometimes it will be, here's what we did find out, Eric. 8 out of 10 times when I told people I could actually stay here today and present the prices and clear my schedule. I do have a whole schedule, but if I cleared it and we just did it today, what would happen at the end of that? Well, I'd want to go forward. Okay, then we'll stay here and do it today. If they said, well, I can't do it today, my wife's not here. That's what I thought. I was hoping you'd say that because I'm busy anyway. What's a good time where we can meet again then with you and your wife? Yeah, she'll be home like on Saturday. Okay, come out on Saturday. See, now you're finding out the right time to present it with both people. Make sense, sir?
Yeah, yeah, actually.
I'm putting this in your recording a little bit so you have this extra oomph here on this. We're going to cover this today, everybody, just so you know. That's one of the things we're going to cover in our training today. But getting in front of the right people at the right time is essential for you, Eric. Make sense?
Right.
It's the clear future is essential. We talked about yesterday. That's a biggie. But this is another one too. You make the options. You get a clear future. The clear future right now we got. So if I stayed here today, we just get the thing done. I want to buy today. Okay, then if you're going to buy today, then I'll go ahead and just stay here today and do this. So
Right.
don't be surprised that you thought it would just be a scope and go on to the next thing. They may have 3 scopings for you or whatever, right? You may have to
Yeah.
reschedule something. You have to reschedule because somebody's buying right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a different, give it to Dan, give it to David. I'm selling a job right now. Move that one. Call the office. The office has got to be flexible to make phone calls and reschedule people or whatever, or give it to them a different advisor, because you're busy. You're busy with this. Make sense?
Yeah.
So now you went through the whole thing and you scoped it out, and then you sat down and we had a cup of more coffee and talked about the kids. And my daughter's got eczema and she can't take her showers, and my wife works at the medical clinic and things like that in the lab. And my son's got I coach baseball and I'm a big Cardinals fan and all that kind of stuff, right? And we're having fun, and you're starting to get a sense of who I am and creating that relationship, because that's really golden time. If you could do that, if you can create those prices when you're with the customer at the kitchen table, you're going to hear a lot of, because the customer thinks you're just working on prices. A lot of times they really just unload a lot of stuff on you because they're like, oh, he's in the house, I might as well just talk to him. I got nobody else to talk to. You're like the only human being I've talked to for weeks. So so don't be surprised if you get a lot of people unloading information on you. That's going to help you make a more personal presentation there, Eric. Make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So that's you're gonna learn a lot about people when if people do have you sit down. I say have a seat and make that presentation, create it, and do it. And we'll show you how to make those presentations too. If you want me to work with you guys on this a little bit more stringently, as the how could you make a presentation a little quicker, I'll show you how to do that too. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Right now we're just going to do this. So go ahead and say, well, Joe, I have all the options. You guys. Joe, just to be clear now, if I go over these options, are you kind of clear? So for you, I'd like to add a little bit to this, Joe. So I've got the options here. And before you go into, I don't like what I'm saying, all that kind of stuff, we're going to do that too. But right now I'd like you to do an extra thing, which is, Joe, would you do me a favor? Now I'm going to go through the options, and would you and Julie be okay if I went through the options? I'm going to ask you to pick your favorite option. Is that okay? And then I'm going to ask you to rate which one's your favorite. I got a premium, mid-range, economy. I'm going to ask you to rate your favorite one, and then I'm going to modify it and customize it. And if it all works out okay, what would happen then? Yeah, I want to get this thing done. Okay, good. Let's go over it then. Well, first of all, I don't like what I'm saying. Then you go over that. So make that little thing about pick your favorite one. We'll modify it. And then if I can find a way to make it affordable where you can get the job done, what would happen? Just to make sure I'm on the same page. Another convince me step here right before you present it here, because it kind of gives me an outline of what's going to happen during this presentation here. Go ahead and try that, Eric.
Hey Joe, so if I were to sit down with you and Julie today and show you several options, and you found one that was your favorite, what would you do?
Yeah, I do want to get this thing done here, Eric, and figure. Yeah, because I want to. We'll go ahead and modify it and try and make it affordable. Is that okay, Joe? I guess that kind of question too.
Sure, yeah. So if you find one that's affordable, one that's in your price range, what would you do?
We just get the damn thing done here, Eric. I'm ready to move forward. Like I said before, I'm ready to go forward here. All right, now you go into money warning. All right, Joe. Well, first of all, let me go over the drain system with you. First of all, I don't like what I'm seeing here, and tell me you got the fracture faults and everything you got. Go ahead and hit me with
Right.
that.
Okay, Joe. I don't like what I'm seeing here. But don't worry, I've got some solutions. I've got a restriction fault in your wastewater removal system.
Oh my
Um,
God, really? I know that thing is shot.
yeah, but don't worry, got uh, I've got some premium mid-range economy
Yeah,
options.
so this would be where you normally go through that video and stuff to show me everything right now. So like let's pretend like you showed me like, yeah, Joe, so I'm going to show you the video right now and show you what I found with where the mechanical faults and stuff are. This would be the perfect place to show me that video right here now.
Okay.
So I got there's a mechanical restriction fault in the whole sewage removal system, Joe. Let me go over that video with you, okay? So we won't have a video, but you can just tell me that. Let's say
Right.
it's a mechanical restriction fault in the in several parts of your under slab and on the front yard too. There's several points of fracture. Can I show them to you on the video? Yeah, and then we're going to do that. So go ahead and say, yeah. So Joe, let me show you the fractures I found here. Go ahead and do that.
So Joe, let me show you the fractures I found here. Got some all under your slab and out in the front yard under your big oak tree there.
Oh Jesus,
Uh,
really? Yeah, show
yeah,
me what you got. So let's say we watch the video. It's like, so Joe, what do you? Then you don't have to even. You just tell me. Here's a fracture here. Here's a root there. Here's the Black Death over here. This is toxic, Joe. This stuff here. This is not safe, especially if you got kids. I mean, that's what comes up in the bathtub. That black stuff coming in the bathroom. That's what that is when that
yeah.
flushes back there. It's carbon, human waste that's coming back up to the. What do you think? Like say, Joe, what do you think of the video? What we found with the video and our findings? Just ask that question, especially considering your family with eczema and asthma and the health of your family. What do you think of all that? Kind of
Yeah.
my greatest fear is what you say about your family and the health conditions you have here. Like, don't forget that part there. So, Joe, what do you think of the video we showed you? Yeah, especially considering your family, Joe. Go ahead and hit me with that part there.
Hey Joe, so what do you think of this video here that we're looking at, especially
Oh
with
my
your
God, it's
yeah,
good.
your yeah, especially with your family and their conditions. My greatest fear is you see that black stuff in there. It's that's what's coming up in your drains whenever you're having these backups, and
Oh
that's
Jesus,
yeah, it's just awful.
yeah, it's terrible. What is that stuff anyway? What is that made from?
That's that carbon there. That's from human waste. That's
Oh Jesus.
yeah, that
That's
stuff just
terrible.
those
Is there
pipes.
what can we do to fix it, Eric? Is there some way to fix it?
Well, if I had some solutions for you, what would we do?
We just get the thing done. What can we do? Well, Joe, now I go and we got premium mid-range economy. You're not going to like the top one. Go hit me with that, Eric. Go ahead.
Well, Joe, I've got some premium, mid-range, and economy options for you.
Mm-hmm.
You may not like the premium option. It's got all the service I can offer, so it might be a
Mm-hmm.
little too much. But
Mm-hmm.
don't worry, I do have some economy options, something
Mm-hmm.
that might have been expecting.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor. Let's take a look at all of these and pick the one that's best for you and your family.
Let's do that. I like to do that. So what's the top option called? What's that one?
So my top option is Joe's stress-free, complete wastewater removal system renovation.
Wow, that sounds good. What does that include?
This one includes a complete renovation of a commercial liner from your roof all the way to the main. And I did this
Mm-hmm.
because you work a lot and you and Julie
Mm-hmm.
work a lot. And I just want to
I
make
do.
sure
We
that,
work on it.
yeah, I don't want you guys to worry while you're out of town and working. Um,
That's exactly what I need.
yeah. Good. It also includes uh, new eco-friendly wastewater fixture removal fixtures,
Hmm.
and
Okay.
yeah, and I did that just because everything's original, and you've got a big family, and you've got a lot of people that come over. I just want to make sure that everything's up to date, and you don't want to have any downtime if something goes down later.
Totally. Exactly. You
Um,
read in my mind. What else does it include?
this also includes a 10-year no backup guarantee. Um,
Hmm.
I could have been a little more clear on this one, Joe, but this one is not the manufacturer guarantee. This one is we're going to come out once a year, just run our camera through the line and clean any debris that we may find, and just make sure everything's looking the way it should for you. So just to give you a peace of
Great.
mind, just so you, Julie, Karen, Wyatt, you guys don't have, the last thing you want to worry about is your sewer, your wastewater removal system.
Yeah,
So
and that is the last thing I want to worry about. Exactly.
so so yeah, just uh so if you don't
What,
mind,
what, what what
take
about
a
the warranty? What about the warranty and the service on that? Give me that one more time on that, okay?
okay, yeah, so that's that.
So,
Yeah,
so
so the
Joe, what do you think? So let's go over the warranty and the service you're giving me too on this. Don't forget that.
okay, yeah, so that, I guess that was the guarantee or the
Oh,
warranty.
you did? Okay. I'm sorry. Just go over one more time because I didn't quite pick up on that. If you don't mind.
Okay, sure, yeah. So Joe, it also comes with a 10-year no backup guarantee, and I did this just because you got a big family, and um, a lot, you guys got a lot of waste going down that drain, and we're going to come out once a year and take a look at it, just as a courtesy, and
Mm-hmm.
just give you a peace of mind, just because you got a big family, a lot of waste going down that drain. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the last thing you want to worry about is anything with your wastewater removal system.
That's
Um,
great. That's amazing. Well, how
so,
much are we talking about? How much are we talking about for all this stuff, Eric? It sounds good, but how much are we talking about for all this stuff?
sure, Joe, if you don't mind, take a guess. What do you think that would run you?
Well, it sounds like it'll be as much as my car, right? How much are you talking about there? I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit. I'm a little afraid to even say that. Ask
Well,
you.
sure, yeah, you got a nice car out front there, Joe.
It is. I got that Tesla. How much are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
Well, what if I were to? Oh man.
Say,
If
Joe.
I said
What if I said 50,000, Joe? What would you say to that?
yeah, if I said it were 50,000, Joe, what would you say to that?
It's like that's exactly what I thought it would be. Is that what it is?
No, Joe. I'm just kidding. It's $28,050 for this investment would be this much.
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
just do me
Okay,
a
I get
favor.
it.
Take a look at the rest of these options, and
Hmm.
and what should we do, Joe?
Hmm. Um. Wow, Eric, that's pretty heavy duty. I knew it was going to be a lot. I'm a little bit taken back by the price. It's a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. You see what I'm saying there? I figured 20,000. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I understand, Joe. What should we do?
Um. I guess you do have the one for 21 there, right? I guess. Could you explain that one for 21,450?
Yeah, sure. So that 21,000.
That's a good choice, Joe. What do you like about that one? Hit me with that there.
Oh
Don't
yeah. Okay.
explain anything here. Makes sense. Here we go.
Okay.
Could you
Sure.
explain that 21,450?
Yeah, that's a good choice, Joe. What do you like about that one?
Well, the fact that it is the right budget, and so this is the one without the fixtures, right? And so you're going to go ahead and not do the fixtures then. That makes, I guess I could keep the old toilets. And is it possible to do the 21,000 now and then upgrade to 28 and get all the fixtures done, like say next spring or something when I can afford it? Because I could probably swing the 21.4, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. If I were to if I were to say I could do that, what would you do?
I think I want to go forward, but the thing is, it's just so much. Can you do anything on the price? Like get that price down to like close to 16,000? Like I think get the 21,000 for like the price of the 16,000. Is it possible to do that?
Well, Joe, it's a premium service. It is a permanent solution. Um,
Hmm.
a little different than what anyone else can offer. So
Hmm.
what should we do?
Hmm. So you're pretty firm on that, huh?
Well, Joe, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living?
I'm a consultant. I work for business. I help businesses around the country.
Sure, yeah, it's a pretty premium service.
It is.
Sure, yeah. How much? So how many? How would you feel if someone asked you to lower your price for the same service that you offer?
I won't. I can't do that because we provide so much service. It's premium service we provide, so we can't lower our prices at all, Eric. You know.
Yeah. Well, Joe, if I start just cutting my prices, doing things like that, I'd start cutting corners, and I'd really start lowering my service, and that's something I really just can't do. I do provide a premium service, and I aim to keep it that way. So what
Yeah.
so what should we do?
I mean, it's just so. I mean, it's just so much money. Literally, I feel like I'm throwing the money down the sewer. You see what I'm saying there? It just feels like putting the money down the drain into the drains is like literally throwing the money in the drain. You know what I'm saying there? Now, with that, remind me about the investment in my family, Joe. Make sure you do that. Offset it by saying, Joe, it's not an investment in the drains; it's an investment in your family. So, what should we do? Hit me with that.
Well, Joe, it's not really an investment in your drains. It's an investment in your family. What should we do?
Yeah, you put it that way. You're pretty good. I don't know where you learned that one, but that's a good one. Yeah. I teach sales actually, and you're pretty good here, you know. Um, you, so you want me to do this today then, huh? So you're looking for me to do this today?
If I could do it today, what would we do?
Yeah. Is this competitive though, Eric? Is this like if I shopped around, would I find a cheaper price on this?
Well, Joe, we're not really competitive. I mean, this is all custom. This is specific for you and your family.
I
It's
see. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's we can do the price thing, but this is very custom and specific for you guys.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
So what should we do?
Let's just get the damn thing done. Let's just do this one for 21,450. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that. You haven't even looked at the other options. You sure you want to go with that one?
No, I want that one there for 21,450, Eric. That's the one I want.
Okay. Great, Joe. Good choice. So how would we like to do that today? You want to do cash, check, or charge?
Can I use American Express card? Would that be possible?
Sure. Yeah, that's a premium card. If I said I could do that today, what would we do?
Let's just do it. Let's just get it done.
Well, good choice, Joe. Is that what you really want to do? Are you sure?
That's the one I want right there. 21,450, Eric. Nice job. All right. Good job, Eric. Nice job on that.